Yeah, g'day, Bush Camping Tools here. Well, this is the Fenix HL32R T. And this light from Fenix, this is a current model in the Fenix headlamp lineup. It's marketed as a running light, specifically a running light. However, I'm not really going to talk about it as a running light, even though I used to do a lot of running back in the day. I'm more interested in this as a light used for trekking and traveling. And I'm going to tell you now why I think it's an excellent trekking and traveling light. First of all, I would never take any light with me trekking or traveling if it's just a handheld light. I prefer to use a headlamp, so I've got both hands free at all times. Now, what I'd like to see, and this satisfies that in a light for traveling now, is that you've got a lockout function, and if you hold these two down for 3 seconds together, you lock the light out. So that's when you put it in a pack. What happens is you don't get to your destination or get to the place where you need to use the light or have to use the light in a hurry, and basically the light is flat because it's being actuated while being in the pack or in your travel bag, whatever. So it's got a lockout function. Secondly, these switches act independently, which is good. So neither one is dependent upon the other to actuate the light. You can't have both of these on at the same time. You can only have one on at a time. So you've got a spotlight and a floodlight. The floodlight is more of a warm color, and you can see that straight away by the color of the phosphor on there. And this is a cooler light for the spotlight. The body itself is made from light and a lightweight magnesium alloy, and that helps obviously with the cooling of this thing because it's quite bright. And I think it's about 820 lumens. We're going to see that in a minute. But anyway, yeah. The other thing, as far as it goes for traveling, you can take two kinds of batteries in this. You can either take the proprietary battery which it comes with, which is a lithium-ion battery, and that's good down to sub-zero temperatures. So if you're trekking or hiking in the snow, that's really, really good. Or you can put AAA batteries inside of this thing, just regular AAAs, alkaline or nickel metal hydride. You can't put lithium ion in there though. The other good thing is it can be externally charged up with the USB plug here on the end. It's got a weatherproof connector over that. Let's see, I'm trying to do this with one hand now. Let's see if we can take that off of there, and you can see that this is a USB C type port, which is the symmetrical port, which is the port which is much less likely to be damaged, unlike the type A ports. The whole light itself is weather resistant to IP67, so that's, you know, super heavy duty rain, forceful water blasted against it. It's not good for submersion though. The other thing which is really cool, you can charge up the lithium ion battery in there with the USB plug here. Of course, it can be angled on the head to get the right view when that's worn on the head, okay, which is really good. So I think it's a really versatile light for sure, and that's what I'm interested in if I'm going to take a light with me for trekking purposes. Adjustability features this push-pull knob here, which you can move in and out. It will withdraw or let out this cable here, this nylon cable, and this will draw the elastic tighter or looser. So you can do that just with one hand. That's what they put on there for running purposes. The other really important thing for trekking purposes, you might have to do a trek during the night time. I've certainly done that in the Himalaya region, and you want something which is lightweight. You don't want to be carrying something which is really heavy on your head. It can make a really big difference, and so this thing is really lightweight. The back part of it though is not magnesium. It's probably, you know, something like polycarbonate or whatever. I'm sure it's very, very strong. So there you go, the Fenix HL32R. Let's have a look at it in action. Another really important point is for a trekking headlamp, and that is you should be able to go through your bag to look for your stuff in the nighttime without blinding everyone in a hut or wherever you might be staying. And so you've got this floodlight here, which is not mega super bright, and it's a much more gentle on the eyes for close-up searching for things, with a warm light coming from this floodlight on there. So that's really cool too. I really like that because A super bright, cool light for going through the pack is really annoying, and yeah, it's better to have a floodlight on there. So you've got the flood, you've got the spot, and as I said, let's check it out in action now.